Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with a brand new 100 overall Jermaine O'Neal, who I personally believe is the #1 card that people who are like, I guess here's my thought process. We have 3 categories of players in this game. Huge whales, which are like very rare, but the people who go for these truly top tier cards. You have your mid money spent guys, and then you have like your pro pass spent, no money spent. You know what I mean? Those are kind of your groups. And for the people who would be like what I would consider myself mid money spent, low mid money spent, where you maybe spend $100 every few weeks. You know what I mean? This would be the card to target if that is you. If you are just trying to get one card to add to your squad, I know there's some people out there like that. This is probably the card. You know what I mean? $100 will get you this card for sure with grinding the event. And so like that's not completely awful. You know what I mean? In my personal opinion, at least. And so we're gonna try the card, and I think he's actually really good. So shout out to my guy Cabrillo. Appreciate him letting me use this account to record this. His team is insane, and he got this card because he wanted to add him to his squad. He has said he is done spending for the year, and I hope so with this team. That's what he said. His words, not mine. So with that being said, let's see what the card can do. 6'11", 99 offense, 99 defense, 99 stats on everything, of course. Couple of 98s here and there. That doesn't matter though. 31 Hoffs include, well, basically nearly everything. Let's look at the badges that aren't on Hoff real quickly. We have Limitless, Pick Dodger, Glove, Shifty, and On-Ball Menace. A couple badges there that you'd like to add on Hoff, and then doesn't have Slippery Off-Ball at all. I would say, if at all, I would like to add those badges. I mean, Bronze Slippery Off-Ball, I guess, is something. If you have those badges, it wouldn't hurt to add them, is what I will say. But I do think, realistically, he is going to be a dog. I think he's going to be really, really good. Because 2K juiced this card's SIGs and animations as a 6'11" small forward to the max, to be honest. They gave him Francis, Size Up, Kimba, Escape. Doesn't have the very best behind the back, but with Francis, you don't really need as good of a behind the back. And his jumper is really nice now. It looks a little bit slower, but it's not. I'm telling you that right now. It is not a slow jump shot, and it's super consistent as well. He is a very big 6'11" scorer. Not the very best scorer in the game, but definitely a very good one. He's got Garland dribble style. He's obviously very athletic. I don't know if his dunk animations as a slasher are super like explosive guardish, but we can check and see. And I mean, he does move really well. He's got the dribble style, and he looks pretty athletic. Like, he's going to be a really interesting, effective scoring small forward who, again, 6'11", with the amount of defense and size he's got, really makes him a versatile card. You know what I mean? Because he can go out and guard Giannis if you need him to. He can guard the biggest, baddest scorers in the game, in all honesty. He's got that small forward build as well. Even if we get like an invincible Bol who's like insanely expensive, this card can compete. You know what I mean? And that's the type of card that you need at the small forward position. This Jermaine O'Neal card is definitely one of the very best small forwards in the game. I do wish he had a better behind the back, but that's about the only flaw that I really have with the card. He looks really nasty, and I think he's going to be elite. So let's hop into a game. See what Jermaine O'Neal can do. All righty, hopping into this game. Our opponent has got Devin Booker. He's got Chris Webber, Dikembe Mutombo, Invincible KD, and not Invincible, 100 overall Wilt. So really, really good squad for sure. This is not, I mean, obviously Cabrillo's team is absolutely ridiculous, but this is not by any means a slouch of a squad. I didn't look at Jermaine's fade in freestyle, actually. Is it Pro 2? I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out in this gameplay. So that's my mistake there. I thought I was going to be open for a fade. In fact, I definitely was open for a fade to the corner there, but unfortunately couldn't get it off. So that's okay. Good defense by Jokic. Run. Chase it down. Good. Let's go. Back it up. Let's hold the offense, and let's slow it down. Backed up, size up. He's trying to blitz the size up. That's actually really good defense, to be totally honest. I should have shot that 100%. I'm going to shoot that instead. It is Pro 2. I'm almost certain, and that is a heck of a shot. Jermaine O'Neal knockdown. Love having that Pro 2 fade. You're not going to make that shot super consistently, but that is a great shot by Jermaine nonetheless, and I will take it every single day of the week to start the game. Is it a great shot? Maybe not, but it is a bucket. So points are points, right? And I mean, 100 overalls, every shooting badge, pretty much 99 overall, everything. Like, yeah, that's going to happen sometimes. Board for Jermaine, and that right there is the real beauty of the card. 6'11", player build like a big. He's big, you know what I mean? And that is a skill set that we are looking for. Is a guy who's going to finish at a high level around the rim, a guy who's going to be versatile as a defender, guard on the interior, grab boards, get good animations, play with some size to counter a Giannis or a Bol or a... who else? Giannis, Bol, whatever other giant small forwards they decide to add throughout the rest of the year. So if you are one of those mid-money spent people, I understand this Jermaine O'Neal's attraction a lot because he's a card I would love to get. I'm just honestly kind of committed to not spending money anymore at all, but I do have 2.6 million MT, so I literally might spend some MT to try to get this card just with the MT and see if I can get him for free, because he'd be a really nice card to just have on my wing, a guy who can score the ball, a guy who's getting absolutely boxed by Chris Webber right now, although I was about to have an open mid-range, of course, and he 3-second on Yao. That's unfortunate. I was boxed pretty much that entire possession until the very end, though, until that screen happened. So, or that 3 seconds, I should say, happened. So that's not great offense right there, but he's got 5 points and a rebound so far, and he's showing off some of that defensive versatility. The switchability of a team like this is absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's one of the most overpowered things about it, because you can get good saves and good animations on lower tier cards pretty often, but the size and switchability on a team like this is one of the biggest things that is just very tough to match. That's an elite shot with an elite card, to be fair, and Kevin Durant, but got to give credit where it is due nonetheless, because that's a really nice one. Drive the ball here. We're just going to try to get dribble penetration. I'm just going to take my dunk here, or my finish, because that's a mismatch, and he's not helping off anything. I think at the end of the day, when I get a head of steam at all with Jokic against Devin Booker, you got to take advantage of it. You can't force, this is tier 1 showdown. Like, you can't force every single shot through the card you're playing with all game, even if it is a really good card. Because, like, I will say, Jermaine, if you are looking for anything to criticize, it's probably that he doesn't have like a 90 bajillion. I mean, he doesn't have the fastest shot in the game. I don't know what I'm saying, but that's probably the biggest thing to criticize if you're looking for something on the offensive end of the court. That and the behind the back, right? So he is not a perfect card, but he is a very, very good one. Reset the offense. Yo, I tried to drag Yao away from the rim. I didn't want to throw it at Wilt's face. Whatever, bro. It's fine. Again, he's matched up against Dikembe Mutombo, though. That could be Wilt. That could be Shaq. That could be, I didn't play that well, the pop there, but I feel like I trust him there. And that could be 100 overall Wilt, Invincible Shaq, this new Kareem card even. Like, there are a lot of guys that could be. That's gotta be green. His jumper's not, oh man. It's not perfect. If that is probably gonna be the biggest flaw, is that as a off the dribble scorer, the jumper's a little bit on the slower end. I'm just noticing that as we play the game, that it's like a little bit like not perfect against somebody. This is a good player, you know what I mean? He's a high level player, and he's X-switching, he's playing good defense, and that is the thing that seems like it's a little bit mid so far. That's a tight. I don't love that either. Now, that wasn't a great shot selection, but the jumper itself doesn't feel spectacular, is kind of going to be the one criticism. So if there's a hold up on the card to where I don't know if I totally want him, maybe that's it. You know what I mean? I think that would probably classify. Are you going to call a timeout with 3 seconds left in the quarter? No, he's not. We're going to contest. That should be off. All right. I think we are down by 1. So not spectacular to start the game. He moves really nice. He's got a great escape, great size up, great dribble style. He's 6'11". He's extremely versatile defensively, and he's got Pro 2 fade. That being said, his jumper is not unbelievable. It is good, but I would not consider it spectacular. That's just my opinion. So I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about this card, to be completely honest right now, because I want to justify it, and I kind of want to get him, you know what I mean? But then I'm also sitting here like, is that jumper going to annoy me? The answer might be yes. I don't know. Here's the thing. He's probably pretty similar to Chris Webber. In terms of value, that's probably where he is. Because the jumper, instead of being like Webber's where it's super fast, but it's hard to green, his is easy to green, but it's not as fast. So that's the flaw there, if there is one to note with that card. So I don't know. I would just keep that in mind. This is not bad defense at all. That's a block or a stop. There you go. And let's see if we can get the offense running here. Jermaine, you are a good enough scorer where I feel like you can definitely put the ball on the floor and go do something. There you go. That's a nice move. That's a wide open 3, and it's missed. I gotta make that. All right, we're gonna attack the rim here if we can. We got a little bit of a mismatch. He's getting a little tired, so I gotta keep that in mind, but we do have a mismatch here. I shouldn't have slipped the screen, because then I lose my ability to take my head of steam to the rim, and Chris Webber blocks Yao. It's the same skill set Chris Webber has. That's what I'm saying. Chris Webber and Jermaine are not that different of cards. There are different reasons to kind of be a little bit irked about them, I think. Both of them have Curry escape and Garland dribble style. Or I think Kemba escape on Jermaine. Sorry, that's bad defense right there. I went too far under. Yeah, I'm looking at these cards. They're very similar. They both have good escapes. Jermaine has Francis. Webber does not. But they both have Garland dribble style. They both can score the ball. And they both have solid, if not spectacular, jumpers, realistically, for different reasons. So, I don't know. If you already have an unsellable Chris Webber, probably wouldn't get this card. If you're really just looking for a small forward, though, with some size, who can do some very good, interesting things on the court with the ball handling and stuff, I think Jermaine can be a very good card. But the jumper itself is not spectacular. It's not that hard to contest. Like, even there, that's a tight as well. Devin Booker's 5 inches shorter than him. He should probably be able to shoot in the face of D-Book, but he can't really do it. I don't know. I thought I was going to love this card more than I really do. I do think he's good, but he's not as park spectacular as I kind of thought he would be, is the honest truth. He is drawing defensive attention for sure. My opponent is doing a good job, I would say. Like, that's a really quality X-Switch right there, to be totally honest. He's playing really good defense. So I'm not gonna discount that as part of the factor of this as well. He's wide open, I can't shoot it. No, why couldn't I pass it to him? What was that? Big board, catch and shoot. I mean, I'll take the assist there, and not the best gameplay, to be honest. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 of 6, 104 from 3. Like, look, he's not a bad card, but he's not unbelievably spectacular, basically, is my thought. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. If y'all did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.